Hey, how's it going? Jason here, and in this episode we're going to be working on this small Shimpaku Juniper right here. Alright, so for this juniper I wanted to do something different. I went back to a starter tree right here so we could go over some basics, but I wanted to try a different technique today. I want you guys to just put down your shears. So take this guy right here and just set it aside. And we're going to try to style this without using the shears for now. So this is more of like a practice session. That's what I would call this. It's like if you know, when you're working on trees and you're trying to figure out how to style it, some of it really just takes practice and repetition. And I think the easiest way to do that is to practice on smaller material like this and put away the shears and work on your wiring. And then you can start to cut the wire or cut the branches off at the end to see how that tree is starting to form. All right, so I'm gonna cut the can down here so you can see the base of this, and then we'll start to work on it. All right, so I put away my shear and brought out my wire cutter instead. All right, let's take a look at this tree. You can see it's some basic starter material right here. I cut the can down so you guys can see the base a little bit better, but really there's not that much going on. As you can see, there's not that much going on. It's a very basic tree, but we're going to work on just the basics here. We're going to style it, and I'm going to show you how I think that the best way of learning how to sort of select branches is actually to not cut anything at all at first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to clean this up, and then we're going to take a look at how it looks afterwards. All right, so I've got these little bean bags that are going to help me. We're going to put it at an angle so I can see the front while I'm styling it. Okay, it's going to look just like that. You want to think of the tree and think of all the branches you can use. I mean, most of the time you've got more branches than you'll ever need. Most of the time you've got tons of branches, and you won't need all of them. And that's great, but you don't want to start cutting right away. You want to start using them and then deciding what you want to do once you have them wired in. When you're first starting, if you're just starting with new material for the first time, or you're starting to, just practicing, just wire your branches down first. Don't start with the shears, put them away, and just start wiring. The first thing is, since you know this is going to come down like this, it's okay to clean up the ones going to the bottom. Now that's okay, because I'm not eliminating branches there. And you'll notice I'm not pulling out the shears yet, because I'm just pulling the ones on the bottom to clean it out. Okay, so now I've got this cleaned out enough to the point that I can start doing some wiring. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start applying some wire, and then we'll see what we can create from this. All right, so I wired this tree, and I wired every branch because in this exercise I kind of want to go over designing or styling a tree without breaking out your shears. So I only have my wire cutter and wires. So you'll see a lot of wire. You can see there's lots of wire on this tree. So if you're first starting out, I think this is a great way of starting your design, so you can see kind of what you have, what options you have before you start to make the cut. Because you can always cut it back. If you can always cut it back, if you don't like the branch later on, you wired it, you can cut it back, throw away the wire, throw away the branch, and it's not a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna put this back at the angle I liked it. I'm gonna start to arrange it a little bit, and really arranging it is I've got the stuff all wired down. I'm gonna bring them into the spots that I think they look good, and then we'll see how it looks. So if you use the right sized wire, this shouldn't be an issue in bringing these branches down. If it's springing back, you might wanna go back and put some thicker wire on it. So right now I'm gonna arrange it just with the branches I have. Okay, so I brought that one down. It's like all leggy. Look at that guy all the way on the right there. Now I'm gonna start to put these down again. Okay, so I'm still not using my shear, and I'm just bringing branches down that I wired. Okay, right? Because we wired everything, even branches that we think we didn't need. So we're just going to bring them down and into spots that we think they'll look good. You can already see I got all these long branches here that we should be cutting, but we're gonna experiment a little bit with these branches in a second. We're going to keep on bringing the ones down here at the apex. We're going to bring those down as well. Okay, and the apex here, right at the top here, you can see I've got this branch coming up like this. What I'm going to do with the apex, I'm going to use this one as the apex, the shorter side branch on the side here. I'm going to bring actually the apex and turn it into a side branch for now. So after arranging a little bit, decided that I was going to bring this one down this way and actually use this little guy as the apex, this one right here. So I'm going to use this one as a side branch as well since it was empty on this side. So I'm making some adjustments as I go, but for the most part, I'm just bringing branches down. Got an empty spot on this side, so I'll bring this branch down. I'm gonna try to shave this down a little bit. Yeah, I'm bringing out my shear, and that's just so you can see the base a little bit better. So now I'm gonna break out my shear and my wire cutter. Just make sure, actually I'm gonna still use my wire cutter because you can still use the wire cutter to cut back some branches. I'm gonna start to shorten up some things here because I know that these branches are too long. Now when you're doing this, yeah, I could go back in here and cut it all the way back here. But if you're unsure, you know, I could cut it back really far, but if you're unsure, then take it slow. You know, just trim a little bit at a time. You can see this guy right here is going way far out. So you can actually trim them back. You can trim them back slowly. And then all the ones going down that you wanted to get rid of earlier, just the ones going down, because now you've got most of it arranged, you can trim those that are going down. Cut some going down. This is a really easy way of making fine adjustments slowly on the tree without making huge cuts to branches. You can see this one's still too long. Trim that back. And this one's too long. Trim that back. This one back here. This one back here is too long. So I'm going to trim that back. It's got wire on it, so make sure you use your wire cutters. Now we got to deal with this whole issue over here. This one right here, this big branch right here. And this is where you're going to have to get creative with your wiring. Now if you wired everything nicely, you'll be able to get this one to look a little more compact than it is. Okay. So I was able to bring these branches and make them look shorter without actually even cutting it. They were wired, so I was able to coil it in and kind of turn it so that it brought the foliage in closer, which makes it look like the tree is actually more compact than it is. Right? Once you get to the distance that you like it, like right around there, you can cut back. Oops. So see, I brought that much, made it a lot more compact. And that's the cool thing about wiring. So if you have a straight, a straight piece of wire like this, if you're able to zigzag it, you've essentially shortened that branch significantly just by wiring the branch and then zigzagging it like this, as opposed to how long that branch would have been if it was out here. It'd be all the way out to here. You know, the alternative too is to let it grow out. Kind of, you have these out here and you just trim it back and then wait for growth to come in here. But if you do that, then you'll always be waiting for your trees to grow so that you can develop that foliage closer in. If you do it this way, the sun's still gonna come in here and still gonna give you sprouts and still give you buds inside here. So actually over time, you can actually cut these leggier branches back because you're going to get growth in here anyway. So you can replace it with the growth that's actually closer in at a later time. But in this case, if you want to make your tree look nice right away, just wire it and kind of bring those back in. All right, so now I'm going to go on this side again. And I'm going to do the same thing. So then I'm going to trim a little bit here. Got some sticking too far out. There. So you guys can start to see the scale on the bottom right here, the scale about how far I want these triangles to form. This is about the distance. I like this one as my first branch, so it's a little longer. This one's a little shorter. Now that I've wired everything, I can just work myself up slowly and cut the branches back to fit those proportions. And if you got ones on the top that are too long, it's okay to cut those a little shorter as well. So I've done that side, now let's do this side. And I can see that this one's way too long, so I gotta cut this one back. And sometimes you don't need to do that coiling thing because you actually have growth on the inside. And just incremental cuts is an easy way to do it. Okay, you can see the tree's starting to get a little bit better. A lot of branches going down. And as we get closer to the apex, right here, as we get closer to the apex, we're going to need to do something about this. That's what we want that sticking up. So we want to create a crown. So we're going to have to bring that right into this area right here to create that crown. Apex is always the hardest part because you got to work with what you have. And luckily I've got these 2 branches. They're tiny, but they're important. All right, that's my tree so far, and it's still pretty messy. So now I'm gonna go in and do some trimming. Some longer branches that are going up, some branches going down. I've got this branch here that's sitting on the back right here that's I've seen the whole time. Now now I know I don't need that, so I got this one here as a good back branch. So I'll use that to fill that spot. The most fun is in the trimming part. That's what I think is the most fun about working on a tree, is when you get to this part, when you've done all your work on wiring, and you can get to just trimming and arranging. It's actually probably the most fun part about styling your tree. And if you've wired correctly, then those branches should just move in those spots without any issue. So we can see where the heavy spots are, so I can just trim back. See, that's why it's important to not do this at the beginning. You end up getting rid of options that you would have had. All right, so I finished arranging it, and basically all I did was I brought the branches down. I got a little bit lucky on this tree just because I had actually good branch placement, and sometimes you'll get a little bit lucky there. You've got a nice first branch here, second branch, I got a back branch here, and then right here I've got another branch, and they're staggered pretty nice too. You know, this one right here kind of looks like a bar. That one right there, it has a little bit of a bar, kind of a bar. That one has some bar qualities to it. But I don't have much to work with, so I gotta use it for now. If I end up replacing it later, that's not a bad idea. But for now I use it, and then I keep on going up, and at the apex, I basically wired the branch that was going up, wired that down, used it as a side branch, and used one of the smaller side branches on that main branch to use as my new apex, and that's how I created this crown right here. So, you know, hopefully this gives you an idea of how to practice on your trees. You know, you can always work with what you have, so the trunk movement is just very simple. It's almost kind of straight, but it has a little bit of movement. But for the most part, if you don't want to wire the trunk, you can still do a lot with just the branches. Next time you've got some practice material, you know, get 3 of these, get a few of these. Just wire all the branches. Don't you know, put away the shears, don't make any cuts yet, but wire all the branches and then start to arrange it. And then you can start to see where some branches aren't necessary. And so hopefully that gives you a little different look into how you can design your trees just by keeping your options open. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video of me working on this starter tree right here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.